I'm having a chat with Thomas Stawowski, a longtime friend and member of my gym, Reebok CrossFit YOL. His approach about COVID and the second lockdown is pretty fantastic. Listen to him.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm with one of my good friends and athlete, Thomas Stawowski.
What's up, guys?
Is it? Did I pronounce it well?
Yes, you did.
Stawowski.
Yep. That's
I want you guys to notice that in his name, there is the term "wow."
and ski.
And so, what's up, Tom?
Not much. I missed this place a lot.
Yeah.
I'm really happy I got to come in.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah,
for
good.
sure. So
You know, like we're lucky we can still see each other. That's a good thing, you know. And, we were just talking about this second lockdown and how different it is from the very first lockdown. Can you tell me a bit more about this?
well, like we were discussing, to us, it doesn't make sense that shopping malls are open. I kind of understand businesses, kind of, the economy has to roll, but why can you go to shopping malls with other people and shop and talk, but you can't come to the gym, have social distancing like we had over the summer, and just as soon as done your workout, just leave. If Legault or the government is so concerned that people are going to be hanging out after, just make a rule that as soon as you're done your workout, you have to leave the gym.
Yeah, it's one of the precaution, like if we could have a certain amount of people within a certain space.
Like 10 people, for example. I know it's small, 10 people, but
Well, we could establish, a rule where for a certain space, it's so many people.
Exactly.
Like I just saw a documentary or an interview about what's happening in Spain this morning compared to France, where in France it's pretty much the same as here. Everything's closed. But in Spain, they're doing the reverse that what we're doing. They're opening small stores, right, and closing bigger stores. And if the bigger stores are putting a lot of limit on them, like limitations and a lot of things to respect. Like for example, the small stores are open and they can have a smaller amount of people, walk in, obviously, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
They're not in contact with other people, and that's fine. In a bigger store, what's happening is there's more people gathering, and so there's more people. Like for example, if you see a Costco here, it's like jam-packed, everybody with a mask, but it's a lot of people in the same area, way more than in a smaller store if it's controlled, right? And so in Spain, what they did is they only allowed a certain surface to be open and a certain amount of people per surface.
yeah.
And that's what they're trying after this second lockdown. But now more, if we, there's a lot of logic stuff and stuff that is not logic, and we can debate on this forever.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's not going to work very well, but with whatever we have under control, what we control in our life, what's the biggest difference between you in the first lockdown and then you in this second lockdown? Look what's happening.
I think I'm personally taking my training more seriously, but not just, at home, working out more efficiently at home. But not only that, I'm paying a lot more attention to my nutrition, which is...
So that's interesting. First lockdown, because you've been an athlete here forever, right? Then you've set yourself with some very cool goals, such as participating in the Open and making it better. So getting fitter.
Yeah.
Right. First lockdown, it was tough. Nothing you had seen before. You're like, oh shit. The second lockdown, you're now paying more attention to your training, more attention to your nutrition. So you're paying more attention to that. How come?
That's I don't know exactly why, but one of the reasons is also the Open is only 4 months away, about. 3 months away.
It's mid-February.
And I kind of let myself go a little bit during the first lockdown because all CrossFit competitions were canceled. Nothing, I didn't feel like I had a goal in mind, even though my goal should have been still to keep up with my fitness, my nutrition, everything. But I guess it was a little bit different because everything was shutting down and we didn't know when everything was going to be opening up. So I decided to kind of like let myself go, even though I also bought some equipment during the first lockdown.
Okay. Harder to find motivation.
Yeah.
When you lose track of what your goal is, or when you lose, what's going on, like it's harder to stay motivated. I find that if you have a goal, following the right track is easier. But now you were saying that all the competitions were canceled.
Yeah, and that I think affected me mentally because I was putting so much work into getting ready for big summer of competitions. I think we had 3 or 4 competitions signed up for, and when they announced the full lockdown, it just like kind of hit me a little bit because I felt like that whole work I put in just kind of went.
So do you think that's a healthy goal to have if we just need to remove competitions and then your motivation for fitness falls down?
It shouldn't. I know it shouldn't, but I did let it get to myself mentally.
Yeah. We couldn't control that. It's the first time we experienced such a lockdown.
But this time, during the second lockdown, I told myself that I wouldn't let that happen. And I saw, thankfully, we had the CrossFit Games. That kind of like helped. It was really cool to have to watch the CrossFit Games and have Jeff Adler, a Montrealer, there. That was pretty awesome.
Well, it was motivating, right?
Exactly. And seeing them compete at the ranch over 3 days like that, just kind of motivated me, and the announcement for the February Open as well.
Yeah.
But most importantly, I would say I told myself that I wouldn't let that happen. Let myself go during the second lockdown.
So if I can resume a little bit, so whoever watches this can maybe relate. Second lockdown comes. It's shitty, we don't like it, blah, 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 we're mad. What can we control? Okay, we can control what we do and how we react to this situation. And you decided to react with a different approach, saying, okay, the Open is coming. I'm going to use that as a carrot for my goal to be fit, right? And so now you're changing your nutrition, adapting it, you're training very hard, you've got equipment at home, you follow the workout I post on Flip, all of that is going well. Question for you, what if you don't like the Open? What if you didn't like the Open? What if the Open was canceled? Would you have the same mindset?
Even if the Open would be canceled, or if I didn't like the Open or whatever, yes, I would, because I don't want to let myself go a second time, and I don't want my efforts or my accomplishments so far go to waste, and having to restart again after the second lockdown.
What did you lose after the first lockdown? Like what did you see? Like what was the biggest, like, wow?
Strength, endurance, stamina.
Did that affect your daily life?
Yeah, I felt a little bit more tired, less focused on my tasks.
And you work at a desk, right? You're sitting down most of the day.
Yeah, exactly, on a computer, so that doesn't help. And
but your fitness, you saw doing that job, the lack of fitness you had from the first lockdown had an impact.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
mentally too, because fitness is not just physical, it also helps relieve stress for me. And after a stressful day, it helps to unwind or just decompress by exercising for me mentally. So get the frustration out or whatever. Let's say you have a bad day for whatever reason at work, it really helps relieve that day. So.
Okay. And then you restarted. We reopened on June 22nd. You came back.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was waiting for that day anxiously. So.
Yeah. You came back. You gained almost all your fitness back, pretty much. Like, I mean, it came back
pretty quickly.
fairly-
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
I had to focus a little bit more, do some extra work. One thing that also helped is the ROMWAD I'm signed up for. So
So
doing
ROMWAD is an app where you get some stretch exercises.
Yep.
You know, so this way you get to work on your mobility and flexibility.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you decided to do that. I remember you would come in before your class and stretch for like what, 30 minutes
About that, yeah. 20 to 30 minutes. So
every single day.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You still do that?
Yeah. And once a week, it's actually a 40-minute stretch.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
yeah.
Amazing. Well, ROMWAD, right?
Yep.
And there's
And-
many things.
Oh, yeah.
There's GoWAD.
ROMWAD, GoWAD, there's a few of them.
Marine's Zoom class, if she, whenever there are. So you have there's a lot of things. But now we are into the second lockdown. It doesn't look good for 2020. I mean, cross fingers.
Yeah, knock on wood, right?
Yeah. We see the cases going up, and the decisions that the government is making are different than what we think. Anyway, we got to do with what we have. What is your strategy for the next weeks?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. Actually, maybe modify a few little things here and there, but keep up with my nutrition. That's for me. That right now, that's key. And just keep working out. I do 2 sessions a day. I do a cardio session and I do the flip WOD that you post.
Exactly. So you work 9 to 5.
Yep.
Like, people need to know that you are not like free of time and you can do whatever.
I wish, but no.
But you're doing some work from home.
Yep.
9 to 5.
Yep.
Right. You work for a company named Burton.
Yep.
Burton
Burton Snowboards.
That's it. So it's and you have some serious work to do for them. How do you plan your day?
Well, this is the thing. So I wake up at 7:30 in the morning. I'll tell you how my day goes. So 7:30 I wake up. First thing I do is I grab my mat and I do Tabata in the morning. 1 Tabata in the morning, right away. Then
Tabata is a protocol, right, where you do 20 seconds of an exercise, and then you take 10 seconds of break, and you do that for about 4 minutes. Not about, but you do it for 4 minutes. And so that's what Tabata is. And you do an active exercise, or you do something where you hold a plank or something?
Core. It's always core. So it can be
Core.
sit-ups, dragon flags, plank, walking plank, MCRs. I switch it every day. So it's always something different.
And
every day.
that wakes you up, I guess?
Yeah, that wakes me up. And then I go do my breakfast.
Which I highly recommend you guys follow him on Instagram, because he posts his meals. It's incredible the change he's made. It will give you ideas.
Yeah. So I cook my breakfast. I make sure I have time to kind of relax before starting my day at work, eat breakfast properly. I have a little snack around 11 because I know I'm going to be working out around noon. So I have a little snack to get ready for the workout. So depending on what the workout is, if it's a short flip workout, I'll do it at noon. If not, I'll go hit the pool at lunchtime.
Swimming.
Yep.
Are you a swimmer?
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not a big swimmer. I know how to swim and I'm able to do laps and everything, but I am not a natural swimmer. So, like Mike was a semi-pro.
Yeah, it was pretty high level in Belgium.
Yeah.
This is a very cool thing, because you are using your time to learn something you're not good at, and you decided to do something like that that will have an impact on your fitness. It's fantastic.
So I go to the pool and I try to get in about 30 laps, 32, 34 laps every day, Monday to Friday. If I do the workout that Mike posts on Flip, I'll go to the pool in the evening. So I come back from the pool or the workout, I prepare my lunch, and I go back to work. And at 5 o'clock, I shut everything down, and I actually go for a walk with my fiance. We go for a walk, and after the walk, I do the WOD. So, and then I just relax. Oh yeah, I do ROMWOD after the workout too. So,
Wow. What
and
a
then
plan.
I eat supper and just relax at home.
So it's pretty. It seems that your day is very well scheduled,
Yeah.
right? It's you've got pretty good discipline for this. You're very motivated, right?
Yes.
So if anyone that hears you talking right now wants to do the same thing, but they're like, okay, well, wait a second, I can't do this that easy. Like, what is it that you would advise?
Start slow. Don't think you have to do 2 workouts a day or wake up and do a Tabata right away. Do what works for you. Set yourself realistic goals. First of all, write them down, and just write them down. Be accountable. If you have to tell somebody, your wife, husband, kids, whatever,
Coach, this guy messages me.
yeah, coach, whoever you need
Quite
to,
often.
and make sure they hold you accountable and make sure you do what you set out to do that day. One day at a time, one thing at a time, take it slow, and results will come with time. And nutrition, it's, talk to Mike. Mike helped me a lot with my nutrition. I was sending him first my posts before posting them on Instagram or social media. And now I know what I'm doing, tagging him. So
And by the way, you're posting this way, you can inspire others, and it
Yep.
keeps you accountable, right? So I think that it has this power.
yeah,
It's
it
not
keeps me
always-
on track too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and you don't have to do exactly what I do. Do what works for you. Just eat healthy. And like I said, it's one thing at a time, one day at a time, and take it slow.
Yeah.
That's
what
my
about
advice.
what about setting goals? Like, you know, like, how do I set a goal if I don't want to do the open, yet I need to improve my fitness? How do I do that?
Set yourself short-term goals. So I wouldn't say don't write yourself, I want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Do maybe this month, let's work towards a goal of like 3 pounds to lose weight. If that's that's your goal to lose weight. You know, start slow and reach that goal first, and then move on to your next one. Obviously have a long-term plan, but focus on the shorter gains, and then focus afterwards.
Well, the impact of working out and exercising, and we're really, it's not a sport. We're using the sport aspect of CrossFit to train towards that, but the first impact is on our health, right? So the big goal is to improve our health.
Exactly.
But we need to reach that, healthier state by smaller goals, such as maybe lose a few pounds there, eat a bit more vegetables over there, go for that walk, start working out in the morning eventually. But just like I always use the example of the big wall, right?
Yeah.
The big wall being built is magnificent, and that is when we are super happy with the health we are in, and we feel fitter, and our life is better because we're fitter. But the first brick needs to be placed very well.
Yeah,
right?
foundation.
Foundation. So yeah.
And do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. Don't do it. Just make sure you're doing for yourself and for the right reasons. So that's
Your main reason, and we're going to finish on that. What is your main reason?
my main reason. Eventually, I want to get to the CrossFit Games.
That's a big goal, eh?
Yeah.
You see the size of that wall.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But we're starting with the foundation and moving slowly towards that.
Yeah.
So
And like we were just talking before, the accomplishment is not so much the games; it's what you're putting in place to potentially one day get there.
yeah, it's the road towards it.
How old are you, Tom?
35.
That's it.
So even I don't care if it's gonna be when I'm 45 or 50 or it's whenever I get there, I get there.
That's it. One day, this guy will wave the Canadian flag on top of the Mount Everest. Trust me. Thank you, guys. This was Tom and his story during the second lockdown.
Miss you guys. Hopefully we get to see each other soon.
Yes.